What is your understanding of what the CCP is and what are dangers to America?
When I went to university at Penn State, they were able to put spies into Penn State through the international program. And of course, most students are coming here to learn from China, and they're going to Penn State and all kinds of other universities. But the CCP is using that to their advantage to infiltrate our universities, to steal our data and spy on our valuable universities with all of our data that we collect, all of our research. They're stealing it, sending it back to China. And it's unfortunate because there are a lot of great students coming over that are learning a lot from our wonderful institutions and learning a lot of amazing things, but unfortunately it's being taken advantage of. And I saw that firsthand. I also had a friend from China that I met at Penn State who taught me about a lot more about the CCP and about how it works than most people in America really realize. For example, how people tend to think that there are maybe multiple parties in China, or that the CCP is all just one party and everybody thinks the same. But there are actually a lot of different fractions within the CCP that are fighting amongst each other. So there's a lot of instability. But of course, the Chinese government doesn't want you to think that. They want things to look stable and normal and as business as usual, as if there's nothing wrong. But there's actually a lot more going on behind the scenes that people don't see.
The CCP has infiltrated America in a number of ways, and mainly some of the most concerning parts are their infiltration in the U.S. media, in the U.S. academic institutions, and in the U.S. justice system. So I wonder if you're familiar with how the CCP has infiltrated the U.S. in terms of on the side of media and the U.S. justice system.
If you look at the media, for example, there are a lot of news websites that are popping up now, or news sources that are bought and paid for by the CCP. I mean, there's like a new one every day, it feels like, or there are articles that are with sources that are being paid off by the CCP. And I mean, even in our most mainstream newsrooms, you have people that are in relationships with Chinese spies, or even our own politicians like Eric Swalwell is a more notorious example. So it's happening everywhere, and Americans are waking up. They've been waking up for the past, I'd say, about 8 years roughly, ever since Trump announced his run, and he was raising the alarm bells on the influence of China on America, how they're our biggest threat, when we're all supposed to think it's Russia. We're always told it's Russia, it's our biggest threat, but it's really China. It's really the CCP. Thankfully, a lot of people are now up to speed on, and hopefully there's more action being done about it. I mean, there's a lot of great talk, but we need more action to actually stop this influence from because it just doesn't seem like it's stopping anytime soon. It keeps happening. Thankfully, people care now, but politicians in Washington aren't caring enough to do more about it, but hopefully that changes soon. I think they should realize that the CCP is taking your jobs. They are taking our intellectual property, and they're robbing us of our natural resources that we trade with Africa. They're getting into everything. They're getting in, like I said, they're influencing our politicians. They're buying them off. It's only going to get worse unless we do something about it, because it's affecting you right now, and it's only going to get worse. If COVID wasn't enough, I don't know what is.